Is this someone that has a future in politics long term, or just someone who's here to cause a bit of a stir?
I like him a lot, and in a sane world, he's not polarizing. I mean, I suppose he has some controversial opinions, but he's mostly an old school Democrat. Which, if the Democrat Party was still old school Democrats, a guy like me might be a Democrat. So it's a damn shame what the media has done with him. As far as a future in politics, I mean, I don't think I've interviewed him a few times. Uh, just a few weeks ago, actually, in Los Angeles in person. I like him a lot. He is a nice, decent human being. I mean, you could spend some time with this guy and you'll be like, all right, that guy, he's got his head on straight. He cares about the right things. He's a good man. I would say he likely will not be president. So I don't know that what that means in terms of what his future will be. I could see certainly if we had a president DeSantis, I could see him saying, "Hey, RFK, why don't you handle taking out the agencies? I'm telling everybody I'm going to take out the CDC and the NIH and da 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 da. Handle that. Be the czar of whatever you want to call that." That would be a future for him. So I think that that would be possible.
And you mentioned there that Trump, Biden, very these traditionally people in power in countries like America and the UK traditionally of the older generation. When you look at someone like Vivek, who comes in with a very fresh perspective, very in touch with like youth culture, do you see that as a good thing, or when you look at a candidate like that who of that age, do you think just a little bit too little of an experience there to really make a go of it?
I think it's a little bit of everything with Vivek. On one hand, he's very, very good because he's kind of off the cuff, and when he goes to the debates, he attacks the moderators, and he's doing like a little mini Trump sort of thing.
Mm.
I think on the other hand, he seems to be unable to like control most of his impulses, so he comes off as a little smug or something. So he'll say on one hand he'll offend everybody on stage. You're all a bunch of sellouts. You're all owned by donors, and then a minute later he'll say we shouldn't offend each other, and it's just like there's just like a lot of kind of craziness there. But I think he's mostly running as a profile booster, which he clearly has done well, or to work with Donald Trump maybe in the future or in a future Trump administration. But I don't. I've been sort of disappointed by him, but I don't think I don't think he's inherently a bad guy or something like that. And again, I think anyone that hits the media effectively, which needs to be done, is doing something right.